Timothée Chalamet has become a celebrated figure in the LGBTQ community, often hailed as a bisexual icon. His influence stems from his willingness to challenge traditional norms of masculinity and his portrayal of nuanced, complex characters who resonate deeply with both queer and straight audiences. Breaking gender norms and redefining masculinity. Chalamet's fashion choices and demeanor reflect a departure from conventional masculinity, embracing a fluidity that many fans find relatable and inspiring. His appearances on red carpets, often donning avant-garde and gender-fluid fashion, have contributed to his status as a style icon. Chalamet's androgynous looks and his comfort in experimenting with fashion and presentation have allowed him to become a symbol of modern masculinity, one that is inclusive, non-restrictive, and fluid. In a time where gender norms are increasingly scrutinized, Chalamet's public persona provides a refreshing contrast to the rigid expectations traditionally placed on male celebrities. On-screen roles and queer representation.
One of the most significant factors contributing to Chalamet's status as a bisexual icon is his portrayal of queer characters in films. In Call Maine by Your Name 2017, he played Elio, a young man who experiences a passionate romance with another man, Oliver. The film, which became a milestone in LGBTQ cinema, was praised for its tender, authentic portrayal of same-sex love, and Chalamet's performance was widely lauded. His role in the film resonated with many LGBTQ individuals who saw themselves reflected in Elio's story of self-discovery and first love.
Additionally, Chalamet's choices of roles that explore the fluidity of identity and desire, without necessarily labeling the characters, allow for a broader interpretation of his on-screen personas. This openness has made him particularly appealing to fans who feel constrained by binary notions of sexuality and gender. His performances have created a space in mainstream media where queer identities are explored with sensitivity and depth, rather than being relegated to stereotypes or tokenism. Public perception and media portrayal. The media and fans have played a crucial role in elevating Chalamet to the status of a bisexual icon. His fan base, which includes a large number of LGBTQ individuals, often discusses and celebrates his roles and public appearances in the context of queer culture. Chalamet's interactions with his co-stars, his candidness in interviews, and his supportive stance on LGBTQ issues have only further solidified his appeal. The internet, particularly social media platforms, is filled with fan art, memes, and discussions that position Chalamet as a representative figure within the queer community, even though he has not publicly labeled his own sexuality. Furthermore, Chalamet's public support for LGBTQ rights and his involvement in projects that highlight queer issues demonstrate his alignment with the values of the community. While he may not have explicitly come out as bisexual or queer, his association with queer representation in film and his progressive public image contribute to his status as an icon. Cultural impact and the evolution of queer icons. Chalamet's rise as a bisexual icon also reflects a broader cultural shift in how queer icons are identified and celebrated. In the past, LGBTQ icons were often individuals who explicitly identified as part of the community. However, in recent years, there has been an expansion of what it means to be an icon in queer culture. This expansion includes allies, individuals who challenge heteronormativity, and those who portray queer characters in a respectful and impactful way. Chalamet fits into this evolving landscape as someone who, through his work and public persona, contributes to the visibility and normalization of queer identities. Moreover, Chalamet's impact can be seen in the ways he inspires conversations about sexuality, identity, and representation. His presence in the entertainment industry pushes boundaries and encourages other actors and creators to explore diverse stories and characters. As a result, he plays a role in broadening the scope of LGBTQ representation in mainstream media.
Conclusion.
Timothée Chalamet's status as a bisexual icon is rooted in his rejection of traditional masculinity, his portrayal of queer characters, and the public's embrace of his fluid and inclusive persona. While he is not explicitly identified as bisexual, his influence in LGBTQ culture is undeniable. Chalamet represents a new kind of queer icon, one that is shaped not only by personal identity but by the roles, fashion, and cultural conversations he engages with. His impact on LGBTQ visibility and representation continues to resonate, making him a significant figure in both Hollywood and the broader cultural landscape.